everyone, and welcome back to the Truth Telling Podcast with Miss Keepin It Real. And today, I got something for y'all ass. Something everybody want to know about. So you can stop calling every 15 minutes about your income tax. So today, I have a special guest with me, and you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Hey, you guys. I'm Rashanda Lockett, owner of 7 Solutions Tax Service and 7 Solutions Consulting Firm.
Okay. So, I gotta stop laughing because I just think about tax season, and then I think about what I see some of the owners of income tax services go through. They start off real smooth and debonair, and then they get on Instagram, Facebook, and they act like they get mad at the people. So what I want to ask you, the very first question I want to ask you is, when does income tax season start for 2024?
For us, we open up because the IRS, they start accepting returns for as mid-February, but January the 2nd is when we open back up to get those people in, those estimates, those advancement loans, things like that. So we like to get a head start of that.
Okay, so in at your company, how much of a loan do you offer them if they qualify? What's the qualifications of getting a loan?
Right now, my company, we offer up to $7,000, and it depends on the bank that you partner with for every tax firm. So the qualifications of them, it's up to the bank. A lot of people think that it's up to the tax preparer. So when they go to the tax preparer, they would think that, oh, she didn't give me the loan, but really it's up to the bank. Refund Advantage Bank, whatever bank that the company is partnered with. So it can really go off of their credit. They can go off of if they owe a lot of things. And sometimes people be on and then they still will get approved for a loan, but it just probably won't be as much. But other than that, long as they're in good standings with the IRS, they really don't have a problem with.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just kind of up and down, and the bank does not tell us what they look for.
Okay, so y'all hear that.
They don't really specify what they actually look for.
So you all hear that. So if you're not getting a loan, the tax preparer has nothing to do with that, correct?
That we don't have anything to do with that. They have everything to do with the bank.
So in just a scenario, in the event that I come to you to get my taxes done, okay, how long does it take you, the owner, or you, the tax preparer, to find out? How long would it take for you to find out when my loan will be approved or not approved? How long would it take you to find that out?
We like to give our clients 24 hours because it might be something going on with the bank. But normally, typically, with the advanced loans, they be pushing them out within 15 minutes.
Y'all hear that?
Y'all,
you better push your ass on over there to Miss Lockett. She said 15 minutes.
15
most
minutes.
of the time. Okay, so in the event of anyone wanting to file their taxes, what's your office hours?
My office hours are 9 to 7, Monday through Saturday. I'm closed on Sundays. And if I do have to work on Sundays, it's for basically the broker side. I would say it would be for my business loans, my clients that need business loans and things like that. And I only work on Sundays by appointments only. But Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., they can do walk-ins all day. Somebody's going to be there.
Okay, the number one question that everybody needs to know and understand, I say y'all need to understand this, is because when someone comes to you and get their taxes done, maybe they didn't got a loan or whatever, how long after the the income tax refund says accepted? Now, do accepted mean you're accepted, you need to wait on a date, or accepted mean you're accepted? Like, what does accepted mean with the IRS?
Okay, accepted mean it's accepted by the IRS. So that's just it, straightforward. It's accepted by the IRS. They got it. They reviewing it, and it's a process. They have a board that they can go off for. Sometimes it might say accepted for a whole 2 months. It depends on what the client have going on. A lot of times the client don't even know other underlying issues they have until the IRS send them a letter. So they would have a letter and they would know what's going on with them before the tax preparer would know. They just have to make sure that their information, address is on file, is updated with the IRS. So if they need to contact them, they know exactly what to send the letter to.
Okay.
The IRS would never call, ever. If they call, that's a scam. That would not be the IRS.
Okay.
They only go by mail.
Right.
Yep.
So because I know me and my daughter, we kind of we do a lot of things together because she's like my one and only now, but I have two. So I know sometimes when she and I go together, mine will say accepted and hers will give her a date when we call a check. So do everybody need to be aware just because we go together, we went together?
That's one thing. I'm glad you asked me that. Y'all, just because your cousin Keisha did her taxes the same day that you did your taxes, y'all numbers are not alike. Right. I don't care if y'all both file self-employed the same way or have the same W-2 form. Y'all are not alike. Y'all numbers will never be alike. No two people are alike when taxes. Keisha might have underlying issues. Keisha might not. You see, Keisha might get her return before you, and you might have to wait because you moved or something, just an address change, and the IRS want to verify you. So it's simple things sometimes that, it just be up and down with them, but it's just like, just because Keisha did her taxes with you doesn't mean that, y'all supposed to get the same thing back. None of that.
Yeah. Even though if you and somebody came out the womb together, y'all are twins or triplets, you all are not going to get your taxes back the same date, the same time.
Never.
So I'm so excited to do this here. It's more exciting than some of my other shows because I really want to get this out there because I can only speak as a black woman. So I'm going to say in our culture, when shit don't happen for us right then, we feel like we getting fucked over. Let's just be real.
Yeah,
okay?
And I understand why.
And I understand why, but now I started to have a little more patience because I am a black businesswoman now.
Exactly.
So that's why I say, I want to ask her to come on the show because I want to find out about stuff that I need to know about and the stuff that the people want to know about, and most so the people that want to get their money right then and there. It's
a process. It's always a process, y'all. When y'all have a tax preparer, trust that you're hiring the right person, somebody who is knowledgeable, somebody who take classes. Every year I take 15-week classes.
Oh.
Yeah. And I train my staff 15 weeks. And the reason why we do that, because the tax laws change every year. Either something get added, something get subtracted when it comes down to that. So yeah, I just want to let y'all know, just make sure you pick somebody who's knowledgeable and will explain things to you. This is a lot of tax preparers. I see them go back and forth on the internet with clients.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Let me tell you, you would never see me arguing with a client on the internet, because the reason why, my goal is to make sure that my client feel comfortable and my client trusts me. It's just like a relationship. I feel like I'm in a relationship with over 200 people now. Because those are my clients.
You have 200 clients?
Yeah, altogether.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, that's nothing. I'm growing, so I need more.
Right, more. Give me more.
Me and my team need more. So my thing is, I always try to give them knowledge, and not just about taxes, about their business, especially my business owners, about they funding, how to structure their business better, how to take out taxes with their business, so at the end of the year they can receive a tax return. Because a lot of business owners, what we do is we don't pay taxes into our business. Now you'll be like, okay, well, I'm self-employed, I should be able to get more back. That's not the case. Did you pay the IRS taxes for your business? Because you're responsible for paying your own taxes.
Right.
Now. Just like when you get a job, you have a W-2 form and they take out taxes. That business making sure that you're taking out taxes. So you have to be responsible to do that for your own business. So I do see a lot of tax preparers going back and forth with their clients.
Yeah, I
That's
don't like
something
that
I
for
don't
them.
like that
I
because
don't like
I do
that.
feel like if y'all have each other information, if that person wants you to do taxes, call them and sit them down and explain to them why is this, and that. Like I had a few clients, like you can never satisfy everybody. That's in any business.
Right.
So when I see a client getting really like hostile or something.
Yeah, not to cut you out, but a lot of tax preparers, they will just go make a subliminal post and
yeah, they stir the pot.
like what the
I seen that.
like what are you doing? Like
that's
last year and the year before, I was like, they fucking it up for themselves.
We have to do better, especially Baton Rouge.
Right.
Yeah, you know, they look at us.
No, especially, let's be real about the situation, especially black people.
Black people.
You know, H&R Block ain't finna get on Facebook and make on the H&R Block page. They're not gonna post about.
And let me tell you something. Another thing too. The girl next door to me that do taxes is not my competition. It's H&R Block. It's Refund Advantage. Not Refund Advantage.
Right.
It's H&R Block. Jackson Hewitt.
Yeah.
Jackson Hewitt. TurboTax.
Right.
TurboTax have a nerve to release people that have PTIN numbers, tax preparers. Guess what they do? They send a mail. They send a letter out to you so you can come work for them. Now I own my own tax company, right?
Right.
They have sent me a letter so I can come work for them. They marketing is out, girl. It's out. Right?
So they sent you something saying come work for them. Oh,
it's smart.
So when you go, all your clientele
a lot of tax preparers, like the girl next door, I want them to understand, like, you're not my competition, you know, and y'all have to understand we need more of us because our clients cannot call Jackson Hewitt when they have audits and things like that. They don't get that. They just turn them away. You have to find your own resource to get them to help what's going on with your tax return.
You know, that's a lot of people feel like that.
Yeah.
I can't speak for, I keep telling you and I tell everybody, I can't speak for the white folk or the Caucasian, but I can speak for us. Even with me having my own businesses, my own daycare, I don't need every black female that has a daycare to feel like we in competition. No, bitch, we ain't in competition.
Exactly. You know how many daycares they actually need around here?
And I don't want them to feel like that, but it's up to them if they feel like that. And I don't really give a fuck. I'm just being real about the situation. Yeah. But everybody, all the black African American people, I can't speak for everywhere, but in Baton Rouge, when you start to do something, they feel like competition. No, we not.
We're not. I do link with a lot of other tax preparers, and I do find that people out of state really, like, I can call them for anything. It's so much to learn in the tax industry, y'all. I'm telling you, like, it's like you will never not just know everything. Like, you will never know everything. So you would meet an older tax preparer, a younger one. They done came across some type of tax issue or problem. You can call them and ask them, hey, you ever seen this before? You know, and I found out, like, people in my circle, you know, they gatekeep. So I'm just so happy that the taxpayers that I know, they're in my corner, you know, they because we do compare information and, you know, knowledge and things that we learn.
Guess the ones that you compare information with, most of them are not Baton Rouge.
Most of them are not. It's a few. It's a few of them there are.
It's a few.
Yeah. It's a few.
Yeah.
But most of them is just like, no, it shouldn't be a competition thing because, like, I do believe we need more tax preparers. The IRS have over $1 billion unclaimed tax money right now to this day because people just haven't verified themselves. Maybe it's just they didn't did the taxes on their own on the website and they just don't know what to do on how to get their money released. Wow. It'd be so simple. So, like, yeah, it's a lot. Like, every year, you know, you see a post that people say, oh, it's a lot of tax preparers this year. And guess what? I love it. The reason why I love it, because we need more.
You need more.
And them people have $1 billion worth of our money that we paid taxes into just locked up.
Right.
And the people got to verify themselves. And y'all meant to tell me it's not enough tax preparers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing taxes. Everybody needs to do taxes.
You know, it's just like
I'm always hiring.
Right. Yeah, come through.
Come through. Yeah, it's like it's not over saturated like they say. I do believe they need more tax repairs. They need
really
one
do.
on at least 3, 4 of them on every corner.
Right, they really do. And one of the questions I wanted to ask you is that, one, how many dependents could you carry?
3. After 3, you're not gonna get the child tax credit for it.
Okay, second question.
So
how much do you get for each dependent, or does it depends on the age?
It depends on the age, but let me tell you, everything that's under 17 this year is $2,200. $2,200.
Let me see something.
Per dependent. You got to add it. Yeah, so
okay.
Under 17. And if they is in 17, they have to be in
So
school.
what about if you owe the IRS money?
If you owe the IRS, the best option for you to do is get on a payment arrangement. The IRS is the IRS. And a lot of people don't know they are a big they bullies, y'all. They will garnish your wage, but it's a big agency that they collect money. It's a collection agency. That's what it is.
Right.
And which they're partnered with the feds. So that's what makes them so scary, I guess. But as long as you're doing what you need to do, they don't come after you. So if you do don't try to hide and duck for them. Because if you come into some lawsuit money or something like that, they're going to garnish it. So get on a payment arrangement. Give them something. Even if it's like $50 a month or something, they will negotiate with you. Because guess what? As long as you paying them, as long as they're getting their money.
Right.
So you ain't nothing, So
right, and you can still get your taxes if you make your payment arrangements.
And you can still get your taxes as long as you're making payment arrangements to the IRS. So you want to get this straight. Like you really want to get them off your bag. They can be bullies and people hide and duck from them and stuff like that.
You can.
And I hear a lot of people saying, okay, so I didn't work this much, so that's why I'm not doing my taxes.
You still have to file your taxes.
You need to file your tax. Oh, I'm going to have to owe. It doesn't matter. Even if you have to owe, you need to pay them people something because, or work more. Do something. Get a side hustle. Pay taxes into it so that you could get something back. So, a lot of people think, I'm not going to cut you out. A lot of people think because they don't have a dependent, they will not get nothing back. If you're taking out the right amount of taxes in your business, you could get something back. Just double the amount. You can get something back.
So in the event that someone wants to file their taxes with you, do they need to come into the office with their ID, Social Security cards?
Yep.
Look, don't.
you
don't send that stuff through the phone. We need cards. You need cards.
Don't send it through the phone. Now, for my virtual clients, y'all, I do all 50 states. So for my people that out of town, I get, especially my truck drivers, y'all. They're so spoiled. My truck drivers, they are spoiled.
Okay, my son and daughter truck drivers.
Yeah, ladies and the females. Because there's a lot of ladies that drive trucks now too.
Right.
So I get them to email me everything, and then I just work on them. A lot of them don't be rushing you because they be trying not to pay back.
Making money.
But a lot of they be on the road making money. But at the same time, send that stuff to the email. I have people that be in my inbox. Like right now, I have at least 20 people. Yeah, like that's why we go back to work Monday, tomorrow. Me and my staff, we just put people in the system and see what their estimates are and things like that.
Oh.
So they just start sending things to us and, get the office ready and things like that. So, mind you, y'all, these people will send us their personal information on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, in my inbox. So, and I tell them, no, I'm not accepting this form of, because what if, you get hacked or something. People just be so desperate, but do not be that desperate to put yourself in jeopardy like that. Like, no, that's a big risk.
Okay, so if you, I'm so excited about this. I'm just cutting you off. I apologize.
No, you're good.
So in the event, just say, if I had my sister's child for the year of that you're doing my taxes, the year 12 months, would I be able to carry my sister's child?
Absolutely. You took care of that child, You can get something notarized, and you also can fill out a form with the IRS that you had it, but you put something in place. And even if you don't, long as the child is going to school from your house and things like that, if you can show that, you're okay. You can carry that child because you took care of that child for that year, so you're entitled to carry that child. Yep.
Okay. And so I know back in the Gap, I don't know how they do it now. They used to want to do like, can you do someone elderly if you're taking care of an elderly
Now,
person
with
or
the
something?
elderly person, they have to be disabled, y'all. Because it's a lot of people, and it's crazy. The IRS feel like your parents that's disabled, that you should do it for free. They don't give you money for a dollar.
yeah.
And it's so crazy, but you could use that for a head of household purposes, because when you don't have a dependent, you have to file single. And that's what messed a lot of people up as well, too. They would think they can file head of household because of their head of household. A lot of us do be head of household, right? But we don't have any dependents.
Right.
But you have to have some type of dependent for to be head of household in the IRS eyes. Which
Okay,
is
so that's where the head of household
come from.
Single.
So you file single when you don't have a dependent. Even if you are it's just you, and you know you had a household.
Okay.
The correct way to file is single. But for purposes, well, that head of household purposes, if you have an elderly person that you're taking care of and they have to be labeled as disabled, especially by the doctor, for you to get some type of credit for that, and you can use that person for head of household purposes as well.
Okay, so I know when I was married, when I ain't know no better, I was married.
Married, filing joint.
It's a married filing joint. So if you married and you file separate, would that catch back up with you? Like, how do you do that if you are married? Do you supposed to file together if you are married, or could you file?
You're supposed to file together when you're married. That's how it's supposed to be. But you can really file together if you. Now, I could be married to you, and we never got a divorce, but I'm supposed to file married separate.
Okay.
I'm letting the IRS just want to know.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people be so scared. It's like, oh, no, I'm not filing that way because this ain't going to take that, and she owed this, and they going to take it from me because that's my wife or that's my husband. But no, they just want to know. So that's the reason why you filing married, filing separate, because you letting the IRS know my income is not this person's income. So it really like separate. That you just really letting them know, look, I'm married. You know, so that's just what it is.
Oh, okay. So there's like so many different.
And joint is when you're joint, when you have things together, when y'all falling together, and then of course you do get credits when you do file, you know, joint and things like that. Especially if you have kids and you know you're a stay-at-home mother, that's the best option.
So what is this with the what is EIN? What is that?
An EIN number is basically like a social security number to your business.
Okay.
So you could do your taxes with your EIN because you're letting the IRS know that you have an EIN number. This is the business. You're sole proprietor. Sole proprietor is basically you're doing business and you're funding it out your own pocket. You're making money to spend money, you know. So you're basically just letting them know. So if you have an EIN number, you want to use that when you're doing your self-employed, and yeah, you just want to let the IRS know.
Okay, so when you're doing self-employed, you do self-employment
and just use your EIN number.
Okay, okay.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, okay. So you said each dependent you can carry 3, correct?
You can carry 3,
and there's up to
$2,200.
What's the age limit of the 22?
Under 17.
Under 17.
It's cut off at 17 because at 17 they feel like okay above they should graduate high school, even though we do have people that graduate high school 18, 19 and all this and that, but at the end of the day they figure they should be in school, and if they are in school, they should get some type of credit for their school. It's a document their school was sent to them as well. So, like I say, you can file your adult kids too if you're really taking care of them. So,
right. Yeah. So, in the event that if I was to want to come to you to get my taxes done, do you accept walk-ins? Or do you only do a permit only?
I do walk-ins, appointments. I do virtual. However we need to get it. I do. I do it like this to
she
make.
bought the paper,
That's
y'all.
great.
She's not
No.
gonna turn you around.
My clients are so spoiled, y'all, and it's because I have Wednesdays and Thursdays during tax season. Those are my days I actually sit. I'll be after 12 o'clock doing taxes to get ahead. Like my people, I have to get they estimate out in 24 hours, and I promise them that. So I try to do that with them, and they come back and they send more people, and they send more people, and they just put more load on me. So that's why I always.
So I do notice this. When you do good business, you always build your clientele. You build it up. So in the event somebody want to get their taxes done, what would they come to?
They would come to me. They would come to. They would come to me.
Okay.
Or a 7 Solutions employee. I have a team of 11. I do have a partner in Lafayette. I have one in Texas. Also, you can come at 4875 Sherwood. You can come here at Sweet C.
Okay.
And you also can come to 445 North Acadian Thruway. You can see us there.
You have a phone number?
I do. It's 225. I'm trying to remember my business number. 225-443-4301.
Okay.
So you can call, and that line right there is 24/7, y'all. You call and you text, and someone will return your call and your text, back or whatever. You can ask tax questions. You can say, "Hey, Miss Rashanda," or "Hey, 7 Solutions. Did you get an update on my tax return?" And somebody's gonna get back with you within 24 hours. And I say 24 hours because I need that time frame.
Right. Because they're not the only clients.
It might be the next, saying, the next day. But some of them be texting 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, baby, they wake up with money on their mind.
Yeah, and this it's the truck drivers for me. I'm gonna keep talking about them because they know they spoiled, and all of them when they see this, they're gonna talk about me. They be like, "I know you was talking about me because I give you hair every year."
That's
they
okay.
give me hair every year.
That's a good hair though. That good hair. Well, they know they're getting that good service.
It's like a relationship with them, And I love my clients. They keep me going.
Okay,
they keep me.
But
going.
I'm trying to think of anything else that the hood people want to ask. I don't think it is. I don't think there's. Well, I know they want to know how long it takes. Yeah, quit going on social media. Now, I'm just talking to not just the tax preparers. I'm talking about the people. They go off.
They go off. Yeah, a lot. But the reason why, and I feel like a lot of them don't understand because we are ignorant to a lot of things. And when you say ignorant, people get offended because if you don't know something, you're very ignorant to it. Like, it's not, I don't know everything, so I'm ignorant to certain things as well.
Things, me too.
Like, I'm not going to go drive no dump truck and say that I can do it. I'm ignorant to that. I don't know that. My field is taxes and finance. So I do feel like if you have a tax preparer that explains things to you and you have questions and then they're not answering it, that's when they result in social media. They're like, I'm going to blast this business. But another thing too, our black people got to stop tearing each other down.
Right.
Y'all let Burger King, McDonald's, and all these fast food restaurants mess your burger up, and y'all go back and still give them a chance over and over and over again. So when it comes down to taxes, y'all have to be patient. Give your tax preparer some time. Give them at least ask them their hour, their time frame where they can get back to you so they can be prepared to kind of answer your questions. Because sometimes we really just be booked up. Y'all, it's nights where we really have to spend a night in our office just to get those estimates for y'all. We really be working hard. The first 4 months is critical for all tax preparers. And I speak for everybody, and I'm going to say in the Baton Rouge locations, the tax preparers that I know.
In general,
we go hard. We go hard for y'all. So when y'all, please understand and give us some grace. And then if you do have questions, give that person at least their time frame. Mine is 24 hours to respond back to a client, but I normally respond back, earlier than that. Give us some grace, to respond back and to explain it to you. Most of the time, if a tax preparer, I'm not saying not a tax preparer, it's a tax client have questions and they're not understanding, I also will call them in and be like, look, You're not getting it over the phone. You're not listening to me. I need you to come in so I can kind of show you.
Right.
And a lot of them be like, thank you, Miss Rashanda. And then we end up talking about other things. I be knowing their whole life story.
Right. But that's good that you do that, because a lot of...
Yeah, you can't, in this field, you can't be ugly. You have to understand this.
A lot of tax preparers are really ugly to their clientele. They want the clientele. They get it. They enjoy when they
get the money.
They get when they filling them out and when they get the money.
Mm-hmm.
But once they fill them out, between filling them out and the client getting their money, they got a motherfucking attitude.
They part ways. And I like to build that relationship with my clients, because especially my Schedule C clients, and I'm not going to just like say that they are my favorite, but those are the clients that come back to me and they ask for business loans. By me being a financial broker, I help them start their business, and I help them fund their business as well. So if there's something they don't know, y'all, I try my best to explain it to them. Look, you're not getting it. Can you come in the office at such time? So I need to print out your papers and show this to you, because sometimes people just don't be knowing, and you're not explaining it to them, and you kind of really just running off with them. It looks like, look, you're stealing my money or something.
Right, and sometimes I can't speak for all, but sometimes they actually don't be spending the money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't actually be stealing the people money. It's just like they be like, I don't know what it be. One more question before we go.
Okay.
Is there a certain amount each tax preparer charge their client? Because I know some people that say they got charged $700. And then I know some people be like, well, they took $1,000. Well, why they took it? I'm just saying, like, what is the amount? What's your amount? If you don't mind me asking.
My prices start at $450, and that's W-2 forms, and it goes up, because Schedule C clients, they might have multiple business. A lot of us have multiple side hustles, like myself, like yourself. So that way, those documents you're filing, somebody got to pay for that. We have a software system we have to buy. We have to partner with a mega bank to issue that refund to you. So they'll take their fees, and then they'll technology, the software system, they take their fees as well.
Okay.
So on your form, you should see something with exactly what your tax preparer is getting paid and the other fees. So if it's equaling up to $1,000, that means the other fees came from the bank, because they had to issue your money, right? And then the software company as well.
Okay.
So that a lot of people, they don't explain that. So my clients, they be comfortable with my fees, because they see exactly how much Rashanda getting paid out of this. Rashanda not getting paid that whole $1,000.
Okay.
You see?
Okay.
So I have a sheet where that break it down, and they see exactly what they did, what they spent their money on.
So thank you for that. And each person needs to know this before I go. Let me say this here. If you go to any income tax service and get your taxes done, the same way you are required to bring in Social Security cards, ID, whatever papers you're filing, whatever, they are responsible for giving you a tax package before you leave if they file your taxes.
Please get a tax packet. If you don't get it, it should be emailed to you. That way you will always have it, because you will need those documents if you're trying to make large purchases, you're trying to buy a house, even we get an apartment and you say you're self-employed. They need to see that information.
They ask you for that.
So you won't be calling your tax preparer while she or he is on vacation, and they can't give you your forms right then and there. You need to get that before you leave the office. I don't let my clients walk out of it without the office, And then another thing too, you need to have your documents together so that your tax preparer can have in the folder, because of the IRS, they watch us too. If they come in and we didn't file your taxes without that information, we have to hold it for at least 5 years for you guys. We get audited.
Right.
And I will find it's not cheap at all.
Right. So. All right. And so with that being said, I want to thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
And answering all of my ghetto tax questions, because I'm ghetto and the people in the hood want to know what they need to do.
They want to know. And guess what? Y'all will see me in a hood near y'all, because I'm always walking and I'm marketing and I'm talking to people and I'm promoting my business.
Right. So if you all need to schedule, just run on back, and you can schedule your appointment. I just want to thank her. I want to thank you for coming on because it's good to know.
Yeah.
And thank you all for watching the Truth Telling Podcast with Miss Keeping It Real. And I'm out. Y'all have a blessed one.
Yeah, bless.